Alright guys, welcome back to the build.
I'd like to just thank everybody who's been watching the videos. I really do appreciate it. And if you can subscribe, that'd be great too. Right here, I'm just giving you a quick view of some child labor. We have to kind of put it down every day just because of wind. We've had some pretty big wind lately. So we put it down at night and then put it back up when we're ready to work on it. All in all, it's not too bad. She enjoys doing this, even though she looks like she's struggling there a bunch, but she does really enjoy doing it. If I go to do it myself, she'll kind of get mad and say, well, I thought I was doing that. This was kind of a tedious part, constantly cutting down all of this wood. I had to cut a whole bunch of these because they were going to fit in the side rails, and sometimes they just weren't cut to the proper length. So these ones were fine, they were alright. I just had to cut the piece off, but at some point I had too much there, so I had to take just slivers off, like this one you're seeing here. These ones were kind of annoying, but I mean, at the end of the day, they all worked out well, and we'll continue cutting these. I do have a power saw, I just prefer these little ones to do it this way. So right here, I did kind of mess up a bit. Those aluminum pieces that stretch along the side of the trailer, I should have actually left those. You can see a nice hole there, which I could have put like a nut and bolt through the 2x3, and that would have made it a lot more stronger. But I mean, when I started doing the grinding, I just got too deep into it at that point where I had to commit to the rest of it, which is what I end up doing later on, committing to grinding off each piece. Like, I could have actually just notched out the wood there and made it flush up against there. But like I said at the beginning of this whole thing, this is all trial and error for me. I don't know everything about this kind of stuff, and you'll see that I'm using some tools that most people wouldn't use. Maybe it's because I don't have the tools, or I'm just using what I have handy for me. And this is just like the first thing that I've ever done of this. I did try the bus years ago, and it was working out well, but that was for a camper. This is actually going to be a food trailer, and it's also a pop-up, so I have to recreate walls and whatnot. I know a lot of people online do it, but this is just the way I'm doing it. About time. Here I've got Dennis helping me on the rest of the cutouts. I think there's just like 3 more to do for him to do. And then after this, he's going to end up cutting out some of the 2x6s up at the top that need to be done. But he made a pretty clean job out of getting this done, using the Sawzall and whatnot. But it went pretty quick. That's good. Anyways, I'll give you a little bit of tunes to watch the rest of this. I felt the need to add this part to the video just because, I mean, it was a lot of planing down, But these boards were being planed down for the side rails right here and for the upper rails on the ceiling right there. But later on, as you will see, we don't end up using these for the top. We end up using 2x6. I just felt it was going to be more structurally sound. So you'll see later on that I end up going and getting some 2x6s to bring back and get them put up there properly. But these ones are still being used for the side rails, again, right here. And they will hold structure for the beams going up and down. I'll tie into those all the way across. But I'll leave you to the music with this again. This was very tedious, back and forth, getting these planed down, but it's all good because we could still use them for other things like cabinetry and whatnot. Right here, I'm taking off these side rails, which really got sketchy because turns out that I didn't realize they were holding up a lot of the weight of the center of the fiberglass roof. And it was sketchy being underneath there because you can see the roof moving around. And I mean, it was scary. But getting these down, I thought for sure that was coming down, but it ended up not. And then I put braces up later on just for safety precautions. I don't need that falling on my head. But after this, I get realizing that that's when I have to go and get the 2x6s and head on out to Home Depot. here's the Home Depot trip, getting the 2x6s, just loading them on, and then back home to the trailer to try to get them cut and put up into place. I'm hoping that this is going to replace the strength of those aluminum rails that were up there, but they weren't really holding on to anything anyways. So a little bit of change of plans. You can see here, this part of the ceiling is nice and solid, but there's a lot of water up over here. And there was a bunch over there. You can see it, like, that looks like black mold to me. So anyways, we're gonna take all of this down and we're going to eliminate these things because they're literally just sitting on the wood. You can see that it's not on the fiberglass ceiling or roof or whatever. So we're gonna take all that down and just put these 2x6s I just picked up today right across the whole top, all the way around the entire thing, and then we'll use those to brace across, and then I'll put new insulation styrofoam up there, and then we'll close it off, paint it with some good waterproof paint, and that should take a lot of the weight off of that ceiling anyways. But time to get back to work. So right here, I'm just giving you a pan around to see what I see when I'm out there. There's the brace that I was talking about that I was going to put up. This wood that you see going across here, it almost looks like plywood strips, and it's coming down right here, so it's rotted. And all of this styrofoam stuff, I'm going to try to get as much of it out as I can, especially the black areas. The rails are already down. That's not going to be staying there. That's just up there for now. And those wires are coming out because I'll be putting new wires up for lights up top. You can see I've peeled away a lot of the styrofoam from in there, and I'll put more back in and make it structure again. So thanks for watching, everyone. This is going to be the end of this video, I think. But I figured I would just give you a quick view of what's done and what still needs to be done. So we did put this piece up. That's the 2x6. We are going from back to the edge here, and on the other side we're going to make sure that this side goes to the edge over here. This one's not up completely yet. It's kind of just sitting there, but once we get it up, it's going to hopefully push the ceiling up properly. These are just here because this ceiling is really sketch right now. And we'll put another 2x6 along the back and another 2x6 along the front. I'm going to try to replace these with some of these straight across, And then just for extra support, I think I'll put some straight across this way as well. But that's the height of it right now. Again, I appreciate you watching the videos, and I would really appreciate if you subscribe. That would be great. And give me some comments too, what you think of what's going on, and if you have any suggestions, ideas. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.
Alright guys, welcome back to the build. Taking this old trailer from rusty to thrill, one step closer to Dogfather's grill. More sparks flying, more late night skill, grinding and building with iron will. From broken and rough to cooking with grace, bringing big flavor to every place. So hit that subscribe button and join the ride. Dogfather's grill is coming alive.